telling you, every single gym that I've ever played at, whether it was practice, whether it was a game, when I left that gym, that's the hardest working dude.
The name is Cody, and money is my game. I'm an entrepreneur and investor who was born in Florida, while I still do real estate and moved to California to create a cannabis brand called Blackleaf. Follow my journey as I explore into new e-com beginnings, building a podcast, and travel the globe networking with mastermind experts. We came from nothing, but now we're here. Stay locked in as we break through to the next level.
All right, what's up? I'm here with AJ, my man Rompza, UCF legend, Orlando. We're here doing a 5-day training. My little brother.
6 days, but
6-day training,
days,
basically.
5
yeah.
days, 2 days.
2 days, 2 hours a day, or 2 hours each practice, so 4 hours a day.
4 hours a day.
You flew down here from Chicago.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you reaching out to me.
You know what I mean?
You wanted to help your brother out. You wanted to give him something that he's going to improve on, not only his basketball game, but just a whole mental state of mind that you gotta have in order to win.
100%. And I know you got that. You got that part down. 100%. So.
I appreciate that.
And that's how you managed to get through. So tell them a little bit about your journey, a little bit about your story, and then I want to break off and ask you some questions about some of the mindset shifts you had and things you focused on that helped make your journey more successful.
Well, I think my whole life has been basketball. It's something I've loved. It's something I've been passionate about, and I think that my whole journey started as a young kid that wanted to play basketball, but nobody ever believed in me.
Right.
And I think that's just taken me to a whole nother level.
You fueled it,
It's pushed me even more. Exactly.
Right.
Like I tell people, I'm passionate. I loved it, but they're like, I don't get how you were able to get there.
Right.
I let what people told me that I couldn't do, I let it fuel me, rather than listen to them and say, you know what, I can't do this. So as a young kid, when I wanted to attend one of the top high schools in the country, not only for academics, but for athletics, Quentin Richardson went there, Michelle Obama. I mean, they're always one of the top athletic programs in the country. And in order to be the best, you have to play against the best. So as a 5'5", 5'6", 120-pound freshman kid who wants to go to one of the top high schools, I had everybody laugh at me. I had friends who were the closest to me. I was like, man, don't go there. Go to a high school where we can all hang out. But I wasn't there to make friends. I had a goal. I had dreams of playing basketball, and I wanted to play at the highest level. So if I had to go play against the best, that's what I was going to do. So playing in Chicago, we're known as one of the best cities for basketball. So I go to Whitney Young. I end up starting varsity as a freshman, 5'5", one of the only freshmen in the state to play varsity in the top school like that. I pushed myself. I was able to become one of the top point guards, not only in the state but the country. Then I had to deal with, okay, well, you had an awesome high school career. You'll never be able to play college basketball. College basketball is a different level. They're not giving $40,000 away to just anybody. But I kept staying true to what got me there. Right. It wasn't like that I was going to start doing different things because people were telling me, oh, it gets harder. I just had to work even harder. I had to believe in myself even more. I had to find a way to throw away the excuses and to really stay focused on what I want to do. And again, nobody believed in me, but I believed in myself, and that's all I needed. So I kept working. Finally, I received a scholarship offer from the University of Central Florida. What did I hear next? Okay, awesome. You received a scholarship offer. You won't ever play college basketball. You'll probably sit on the bench. You might get a couple minutes at the end. I came down here, and instead of being like, oh, wow, I'm in college. There's girls. There's parties. I don't have to listen to anybody. I just lived in the gym. I'd stay in the gym till 4 or 5 in the morning when some of the other guys were going to were wanting to go to the parties or wanted to see the girls. I was so focused. And like I said, I was passionate. I loved the game, but it was more of nobody believed in me.
Right.
It's not so much that I just wanted to prove them wrong, but I wanted to show you, like, I don't care what you tell me. I'm going to find a way to make it.
Yep.
So now I earned a college scholarship. Now I become all freshman team. You're telling me I went from I'll never make my high school beat team to now earning a college scholarship to playing Division I to now being all freshman team with Tyreke Evans, who's an NBA All-Star.
Yep.
And I think it's just wanting more for yourself. Now I became one of the top point guards in the country, top 10 in steals, top 10 in assists, lead UCF to first-time school ranking, top 15 in the country. That doesn't happen by not working hard, by not believing in yourself, by not doing the right things.
No sacrifice.
You got to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I sacrificed all the partying. I sacrificed all the stuff that will be there for the rest of my life. I knew that I had a small window and I was gonna have to take advantage of it. I was gonna have to go hard every single day if I wanted to make it.
Right.
And I've taken that with me my entire life, and playing overseas. I want to constantly show people there is no limits.
Right.
There is no limit on your dreams. There is no limit on your goals if you're willing to work for it.
Right.
Not if you're, oh man, I want to get this. How are you going to get there? I'm going to work a couple hours a week.
Right.
I'm going to slowly put the work in. No, it's an everyday
Yeah.
process. And that's why teaching your brother that what you did yesterday, man, you worked your butt off. You came in here 4 hours, you made 200 jump shots.
Right.
It's a new day.
Yep.
You got to work even harder. You got to
Every
make
day's
300
different.
jump shots. You got to push yourself even more. It's a mindset. And I was so lost after basketball when I stopped playing because I didn't have a work ethic outside of basketball.
Right.
That's all I knew was I was the hardest working guy in basketball.
Right.
Outside of that, I didn't have a work ethic.
Right.
And it was just because I didn't know. I started to see success in life when I applied everything that I was successful at in basketball to everyday life.
Right.
Surrounding myself with people, my team who wants to win.
Yep.
Surrounding myself with people that are going to push me, that I can push them.
Yep.
Only worrying about stuff that I can control, how
Right.
hard I work, how I treat people,
Right.
my leadership. I can't control when something bad happens to me, right?
Right.
A lot of people let that affect them. Oh man, this happened to me. Now I'm going to let it affect me. Now I have a bad day. Now I had a bad week. You got to flush that out. It's a mindset.
100%.
Only worry about what you can control. Everything else is extra. You find a way to deal with it.
I want to go back to when you started playing basketball. How old were you, and when did you know that, like, hey, this is it? Like this, I could be happy every day doing this.
I started having a basketball in my hand at 3 years old. I learned how to balance with a basketball at 3 years old. But I think that people don't realize my parents were going through a divorce when I was young, 6. So I used basketball as my sanctuary. I used the gym.
Right.
When I went there every single time, that was to get away from my parents fighting. That was to get away from the problems at the house, right?
Right.
You fast forward 20-something years later, I still use the gym as my sanctuary. When I'm going through stuff, or when
Right.
I come to the gym and it's like everything that I'm going through is just, it erases.
And I think everybody has something. People just
You know
choose
that.
different things.
It's whatever it
And
is.
whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing, it
Yep.
kind of determines how your life path is going to go, you know? Because I've had things that were like negative,
Yeah.
and then I've got back to retraining myself into like, all right, go to the gym, like, because for me it might not be basketball, but it's exercising. It all coincides, you know.
There's going to be times when I'm every other man. I'm trying to stay focused every day. You're going to fall off.
Yeah.
Not fall off where it's
Yeah.
but you're going to miss a couple of days.
It's about how quick
not.
you-
It's not what happens to you. It's how you react that
Right.
defines you.
Right.
People got bad stuff happening every day. The ones that are like, man, I'm going to soak this in. This happened. Those
Yep.
are. That's how you define you.
Yep.
Or the ones that get up, man, I don't care, that happened. I got to find a way. I'm going to keep
Exactly.
going. I'm going to keep going. That's how you get out of what you're going through.
Right.
You got to keep fighting through it every single day. And I think that, like I was saying, at a young age, I found something that made me happy. I found something that I felt protected me. And like I said, you fast forward 20-something years later, and this is still a part of me. This is still something I love to do. And I think that, yeah, the game, my love for it, my passion was always there. But we talked about it. My fuel was that nobody believed in me.
Right.
Friends, family. I mean,
Right.
it was something that,
So-
you got family. Yeah, you're going to do it. You can do it. But do they really believe in you?
Right.
Not until you really do it.
Right.
And I think that's just like anything. No one believes in your dreams. No one believes in your goals until you actually show them.
Right. So, when you were young, you found basketball, 3 years old, you're learning how to balance, you start playing.
Yeah.
Did you go into other sports?
I always played. I was always doing everything. I loved baseball. Baseball was actually.
So you played baseball consistently simultaneously with basketball?
I was actually better at baseball than I was at basketball.
Okay.
But my heart was in basketball.
Okay.
And it was just like oh man, you should play baseball. You'll be so
Right,
good. You'll be
of course.
shortstop. You got the height. You got
course.
this and that. But it's like anything. You got to follow your heart. That's
Right.
when you do well. That's when you're
That's where
passionate
you
about.
won.
If I could have played baseball, it would have been fun. I might have done
Yeah.
well, but I wouldn't have worked as hard as
You
I
still
did
would have
with
been
that.
empty.
Right. And you got to find. That's why I tell you, you got to find something that you love doing, because then it's not work. You're
Right.
doing something that you love. You're passionate about. I want to get better at it. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it because
Right.
Someone else is telling me I'm doing it because this is what I want to do. This is what
Right.
makes me happy. This is what sets me apart from everything else.
At what age did you know, like, it's just basketball? Like, I just want to do basketball.
What's crazy is I think it was at like a young age. It was like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Everyone else is
Right.
kind of having
Exactly.
fun,
dabbling
playing.
in everything.
Dabbling,
Me as a kid, I played basketball, baseball, soccer.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily, like, over the top, like, enjoy them a ton. Like,
Yeah.
I had fun years, fun seasons and stuff. It depended on the team. But, like, it was just something that like all my friends were doing. It's
Exactly.
like, yo, sign up. You know what I mean? So, but that was the thing. I never channeled into just one of them.
thing.
You know what I mean? So I think for a lot of young kids and a lot of young athletes or entrepreneurs, the younger you channel in,
Come on.
the better your chances are. You know what I mean? You're telling me third grade and you were just basketball.
That's when I mean,
That's
I
young.
realized,
You know, so
I realized how much I loved it, and I realized that I was getting better at it every single day. No one was ever giving me that chance to play though. Third,
Right.
fourth, fifth grade,
Right.
sixth. So it was like I kept coming back every single day. Okay, this is my chance. This is my chance. I kept coming back.
right.
No, not today. Oh man, I'm gonna get that chance today. I kept coming back. I'd go home, cry. I'd go home,
Right.
cry. But every day on that way to cry, like when I was crying, when I would walk home, I'd just go right in the backyard and start working. It wasn't like I'd go cry
On your own.
on my own.
Yep.
Everything. My brother was 10 years older. He's the one that taught me basketball. He's the one that got me into it. I'd play with his older friends. I'd get knocked down every single day. Oh man, don't let
Yep.
AJ play. Well, you got your little brother. We're trying
Right.
to play seriously, you know.
Yep.
But I would play like I was their age. You got knocked down. Come on, let's get back up. Bloody nose. I'd get back
Right.
up. No one ever wanted to give me that chance to play, and I think, I mean, that's another thing that helped me get where I was at, and even today was no one's really ever believed in what I want to do. Kind of like, oh yeah, you know, you can maybe do it, and then I show them like, no, I'm going to show you that I could do it.
Right.
Oh wow! Now from everything I've been able to accomplish, when I say I'm going to do something, I've done it. Now people are like, oh, you'll do it. You say
Right.
you're going to do it. You have your
course.
word.
You're proving yourself.
You're proving yourself. Exactly.
Yeah.
You got a
Your
track record.
credibility
Exactly.
outweighs
exactly.
your-
It's not just talk.
Exactly.
You're showing results, and you're showing what it takes.
So you had a brother 10 years older,
Mhm.
playing with older guys. How crucial do you think it was having mentors and, you know, coaches in your
Huge.
life? You know
Huge.
what I mean? That you specifically, because I've had mentors that I paid,
Yeah.
you know, and I didn't admire them, and it didn't
If
really
you don't admire
stick.
them, then yep.
You know what I mean? And that's something I'm just now learning at 30
Huge.
years old, that
Huge.
you have to admire your mentor. You got to want to literally be like them for you to do what they're saying for you, you know, to do. And
Exactly. I agree.
so how much was that in your life where, you know, maybe you're talking about your first mentor that you really knew, like you admired? And
I mean, like I said, it's always been my brother, and I think that's something that's so big when you have a mentor.
Yep.
It's someone like you said you look up to.
right,
You want to be
admire
like them. You see
right.
them successful.
By
I want, man,
default.
how do I do what that? What do I have to do to get where they are? They're telling you.
Yep.
You look up to that person. That's
Right.
what a mentor is. It's not just
Right.
someone, like you said, you weren't.
Yeah,
Man, okay, cool. I can learn
yeah,
from
because I've
them, this and
had
that.
teachers and coaches. The chemistry was off. Did terrible.
Exactly.
You know, did terrible.
And I think at a young age, having my brother teach me what hard work is.
Yeah.
Hey AJ, you can do whatever you want. You're just gonna have to work your butt off. You want to play basketball? I know you love it. I see you're passionate about it. But this is what it's gonna have to take. When
Yeah.
we go out to the backyard, he wakes me up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., kind of like what we did with your brother.
Yep.
I got my ankle weights on. I'm working out in the backyard. I'm doing ball handling drills. Come back after school, work out. You know what I mean? It was
Yep.
an every single day thing, consistently taking shots, working on my ball handling. As long as I did something every single day. But to go off what you said, I mean, it's huge. And that's a reason why I'm trying to mentor. I'm trying to lead these kids in the right direction. It's
Hold on. I want to bring this up.
Oh,
We're taking trying out of the vocabulary.
oh no, you do it.
No more
It's not
trying.
trying.
It
No,
doesn't
no.
seem like you're trying.
No.
Because
You do it.
trying just you
Trying
haven't done it
means
yet.
you're just
It's
you're going through
it's a
it.
pretense.
No, no.
There's no
You're right.
emotional pull.
It's a
So
do
just
it.
like you out there, you know, on the basketball, it's like certain things to say. You know, you tell the guys,
Yeah.
that's big time, that's big time. When you say that, even I'm not even playing, I get a feeling, a rush. You know what I mean? And I think that it's the same thing. I want to, I'm trying to, I'm going to. None of that pulls me. None of that pulls me. You know what I mean? To where
I love
when
it.
you say I'm going to or I am, there's like something in you that
I know it's gonna happen.
either you believe it or you don't. You know what I mean? And so
I love that.
you are. What are you getting into training, mentorship?
I am.
Sorry, I cut you off.
am. No, I am. Like I say, I am going into training. I am going into mentorship. I am helping a lot of kids.
I think you're already doing it.
I appreciate that,
You are-
and that is what I set out to do. So, that is what I am doing every
Yep.
single day when I go out and when I wake up. My why. People are like, oh, where's your why? Oh, I want to be rich. I want to do this and that. My why is to inspire and motivate as many people as I can every
Yep.
single day. So every day I wake up, it's not so much about me anymore.
Yep.
That's out the window.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm feeling like this. No. My goal, like I said, is to inspire and motivate people. So every day I'm gonna come and bring it 100%. Because if I take a day off, those 5, 10, 15, 100,000 people
Yep.
that I could have inspired, I lost
Yeah.
out on that.
Yep.
Somebody that might have needed my help that day, I was selfish. I was worried about how I was feeling. I was having a bad day, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do.
Right.
And that was inspire and motivate people.
Right.
Right? So it's not about me anymore. That's my why. My why is to help people. My why is to inspire as many people because people need it. We all need it. When I post motivational stuff, when I speak this stuff, it isn't just because, I want people. It's I need it. But I know that we all need it. The ones that want to be successful, not the ones that don't want
Very
it, not
true.
the ones that just want to get by. The ones that want to be special in life, those are the ones that I want to help. And I'm learning every single day. I'm growing as a person. That's why I'm showing people. I'm not showing you, hey, I just want to talk to you guys. No, I'm showing you what's working, when I fail. This is how I've done it. This is what may work for you. Let's try this. It's your trial and error. You're going to go get it.
Yep.
I like failing. We talked about that. People are like, you like failing? Yeah, because I know I'm going to get it.
Yep.
When I fail, I'm going to come back again. I'm going to fail until I get it. That's my mindset. My mindset, people don't realize your mindset's everything.
Yeah.
It's either, your mindset is either going to help you make it or it's going to help you not make it.
Yep.
So when you say, I'm going to go get it, you're going to go get it. Now you got to work at it. That's tough. I probably won't get it. You're not going to get it. Your mindset's already said that you're not going to get it.
Yep.
You got to really believe in this. And I believe in myself to have an impact on people because I've done it. And I know what it takes to help people. And it's my passion to see people do well. It's my passion to help as many people as I can every single day. Because guess what? If I help them, they're gonna go help them. They're gonna go help somebody else. They help that person. It's just a train. It's a train effect. It's just like when something bad happens, right?
Right.
Then you let another bad thing happen. Now another bad thing happens. You
Right.
switch that out. Let a positive after a positive after a positive. It's your decision. Again, it starts with your mindset.
Yep.
It's what you want to do in life. People don't realize that.
Yeah, exactly. So, leading you up, UCF,
Yep.
broke off. Continue the story. What really? Where'd you go after UCF? What all did you get into? And what you said you stopped playing the game.
Yeah.
For a little while. Talk about that, and then talk about what brought you back into the game, let's talk about what you got coming up. You know what I mean? What you're working towards.
So my senior year, I went through probably like my hardest time at that age. You know what I mean? I'm 21 years old, 22 years old. I'm just graduating college. My senior season, my most important season. I mean, I was working out, which I don't recommend to anybody. I was working out till I almost basically blacked out.
Right.
I realized this is my senior year. This is when all the agents are looking at you. This is your time.
Right.
Even with my resume, with everything I've had, I would have had NBA workouts. I would have had stuff with especially with relationships that I've built with people. And they've seen how hard I've worked and this and that. So going into my senior season, I got suspended 15 games. My biggest year for something I really didn't even do. And at that point, I mean, you don't know even where do I do. This is the first time I've ever lost basketball. At the age of 3, I started. Now at the biggest point in my life, the biggest season, I don't have it.
Wow.
And my mindset is like, it's not even fair. You know what I mean? If my mom taught me, if you do something, you man up. You know what you say? I made a mistake. But at that point, I really didn't do anything.
Right.
So it was tough to have people blaming me. Oh man, the school, this and that. It's all AJ's fault. And I love UCF. I only wanted to help. Why do you think I brought Marcus Jordan down here? Why do you think I always want to leave something better than I found it.
Right.
And when I came here, we'd have 2,000-3,000 people in a game. My senior year, we were averaging 9,000, 9,800.
Insane.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You leave it better than you
Brought
found
the
it.
city to life.
Exactly. You leave it better than you found it. And I was so hurt as a young kid. Like people, man, you're the
15
reason.
games is a lot of games.
That's that's the biggest part of your season because that's where you're playing your non-conference. Florida State, UConn. You know what I mean? That's where you're getting all the recognition.
And that's where all the scouts.
Everybody's going to see.
Yeah.
So I was at such a point where I was like, man, I want to give up. Like I didn't even do anything. I don't even want to play basketball anymore. I lost my love for the game.
Damn.
And it wasn't so much my love for the game, but it was just kind of I had my closest.
You got cheated.
I had my closest people betray me. I had people that I thought that I could look to. Everyone just kind of turned against me. And for me at that time, I was so lost. But again, I realized it wasn't just about me. That would have been selfish. Right? I had to, as a leader, which I've been my entire life, it was about the team. It was about winning. I say I want to win, right? Don't just talk about it, be about it. So I had to get out of my selfish ways. I had to stop worrying about me. I had to work just as hard as I did in practice, right? Because I wanted to win. I wanted to push my teammates. I wasn't going to sulk and be upset and not work hard. That way I know that the guys want to get better. You know what I said? You know what? I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep working hard. There's nothing I can do. Mindset, right? I can't control this. This is something out of my control. I'm just going to work on what I can control. How hard I work, being a good teammate, being a leader. I can control all that, right?
Yep.
I come back, 15 games. I think we got probably 14 games. I do really well. You know what I mean? But you miss 15 games. I'm not even in the best shape because you're not in game shape.
Right.
Fast forward, I graduate. Season's over. I go on my first professional workout. I got 8 workouts lined up. I break my foot. So first workout. I get suspended.
So suspended 15 games.
Suspended 15 games. I play the last 13, 14 games. Go right in my professionals, hire an agent. Go right in my first workout. Break my foot.
How did that happen?
Freak accident. Literally, I went to go jab my foot, but it was probably because I was trying to compensate to get back in the best shape for those 14 games. So I was working 6 hours, 5 hours, running this and that, and you compensated for that, right?
So you were tired going in.
Tired, quick jab step.
Overworked.
We're playing 2-on, overworked
Right.
on your foot.
Overtrained.
Quick jab step, and I just felt it. I felt it in my stomach.
Not many people get to know what the real meaning of overtraining is.
Right.
For
People,
real.
they want to do a little,
But it is possible.
Very,
like,
and I probably did it. And I probably did it. You got to remember, I'm 5'7", 5'8".
Like weight,
I had to be
bodybuilders,
different.
stuff like that. I mean, you can definitely overtrain.
You know that.
But not many people get to that point.
And I think that it was such a down. Like I told you, I started playing when I was 3. So
Right.
to get suspended, I had that. Like, okay, that's done with. Now this is
Right.
where I'm gonna start making money. I'm doing what I love.
Yep.
Everything's gonna pay off. Everything I've ever done. I can't worry about the season. Let me just worry about this now. I break my foot.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
What now?
What now? And it goes back to what we talked about. I didn't have a work ethic outside of basketball.
Right.
That's all I knew was
it's hard
basketball.
for you to keep your mental right.
My
when you
mental
can't
was at
play.
the worst. So now, I'm going to be honest with you. I just went from being the most popular kid out of 56,000 students,
Yep.
from teachers asking me for pictures, from going to restaurants, people like whole different lifestyle.
Yep.
Hanging with Michael Jordan, going on his private jet, going on vacations. People don't
Yep.
realize that.
Yep.
To now moving to living back at home with my mom,
Yep.
right?
Wow.
So as a 22-year-old, you think you have everything, right? I'm 22, man. I'm a college basketball player, D1. I know Michael Jordan. I know this, that. Like, there's nothing you can tell me.
Right.
To now living back at home with my mom. My mental state was so bad. I tell people I was
It's
basically.
super easy to give up at that point.
I mean, it's not even giving up. It was like, do I even want to live? At this
Damn.
point, people don't realize that when you
Right.
have something that you've only known
That's
for
deep.
your entire life, it's real.
That's deep.
It's real, brother. And I'll be honest with you, I had a schedule my whole life.
Right.
Right. Hey, and that was probably one of the biggest thing. And there's a couple biggest things, but every time you've had you got study hall, you got practice, you got to be here at 3:00.
Routine.
My whole routine.
Yep.
So now, when I'm laying in bed and I don't have anything to wake up to,
Your purpose is dead.
your purpose is dead. You don't have a work ethic. I don't know what to do. This was the biggest thing that happened to me at a young age. What do I do, right? And I tell people, like, I had no clue what to do. And not having a schedule, not having all those people that I thought really loved AJ as the person.
Right, right.
They loved AJ the basketball player.
Right.
They loved what
the
I could do on the
status.
right. They loved the
Right.
status, who you're around, this and that.
Right.
So when you get back home, you're living with your mom. You don't get those hundreds of text messages that you had when you
Dies
were
off
doing
quick.
well. It's like, whoa,
Yep.
what do I do now? And I tell people all the time, it goes back to what we said. I was chasing money at that point, right? All that stuff that I thought I had, vacation, none of that was my stuff.
Right.
None of that was my money.
Right.
I didn't have any of that. I thought I did because I
Right.
was around it,
Right.
and I didn't know what to do. So I was chasing money when I got back home. When I came back, I was just trying to find ways to get money. Okay, I got to do this. I wasn't following my passion, and when you chase money, you end up losing more money.
Right.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy. When you're just focused on the money, you're not focused on doing the right thing, you're not focused on really doing something that you love, bad stuff happens.
Yep.
The good things don't happen. And I'll be honest with you, I met my ex-girlfriend at the time. She was the one, even to this day, I'm not even with her, but I show people she was the one that picked me up. Like, hey,
Yep.
cool, oh man, I used to play basketball, I know this and that. She's like, cool, but what do you do now?
Yep.
I never had anybody tell me that.
Yep.
Even down here, it was, and it's nothing. I don't want people to think like I'm talking bad about them, but you don't have people tell you the truth. You
Right.
have people tell you what you want to hear, which isn't good for
Right.
you. You think it's
Right.
that, man. Then when someone tells you the truth, it's like, who is this
Yeah.
person? You
Well,
don't know what
and-
you're talking
and-
about.
And those are the people I think you would agree that are along for the ride.
Those are, yes.
They're just along for the ride, right?
They want to see you do
when
well.
you see someone else riding on the same road,
Yep.
it's different questions that get proposed. Like me and you have different conversations.
Different.
You know what I mean? And I actually had,
Goosebumps.
you know, crazy enough stories is we met one time, and of course I knew who you were, and Marcus, and you know what I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
And then, but it, you know, it's cool to see it come back around now, to know that like back then I didn't, you know,
Crazy.
I wasn't along
It's
for the
crazy.
ride. I was just another guy like, hey, what's up, brother? How are you? You know, I'm AJ.
It's the
You know what I mean? And then now
same
it comes
thing.
back full circle.
Full circle.
And we're still adding value. You know, we're able to add value.
And we're just starting. That's what's
exactly.
scary.
So,
And
but go back to where you were at. You met your girl.
So I think she
you.
questioned me.
Some good questions.
that was the first time in my life that I really had that, and especially coming from a girl.
Right.
And no, I'm not saying, oh, girls can't ask that.
No, but it's
usually you
unusual.
have your right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you mean? I don't get what you're saying. Like, what are you doing now? I didn't have anything.
Right.
I didn't have an answer. I felt like she was pressuring me. I felt like, oh man, I've never had this answered. So let me get defensive. Why do you care?
Right.
You know, you get angry because you haven't had somebody that really wanted your best interest.
Right.
And I think that's, I tell people to this day, man, I'm 28 years old. That happened I met her when I was 24, right when I moved back. 23,
Yeah.
22. But having someone like that, she pushed me. She showed me how to get into business. She showed me how to work. And a lot of people don't know, I stopped playing basketball. It wasn't because I couldn't make it. I stopped playing basketball. My brother went through a really, really tough problem.
Right.
He went through a really, really bad problem where we didn't know if he was going to make it. My dad was really sick.
Yep.
And we go back, you sometimes got to sacrifice.
Right.
You got to sacrifice for the bigger purpose. And I realized I love basketball. This is all I knew. This is what I was going to do. I thought I was going to do my entire life. But sometimes stuff happens to you that you can't control.
Right.
And sometimes you got to do the thing that's not really expected. I wanted to help them. You know what? So we took over the bar.
Right. The family business.
The family business, and it was almost going out of business.
Yep.
Like I said, I want to help. Things
Yep.
weren't going right. No one was taking care of it. You know what? I want to help. Let me help.
Yep.
We don't know if this is ever.
Good
We don't know if
family.
we can get this back right. I want to help my family. Me and her take over the bar. We turned the bar into a top 2-3 bars in the city.
Wow.
Nobody taught me anything about business. Nobody taught me
Yeah.
anything about, hey, this is how you do it. They
But
said,
you applied the same principles.
nah, I applied the same thing. I just
used
worked as
in-
hard as I just
Yeah.
worked as hard as I could every single day. I was staying up till 4 a.m, working doubles with her. She was teaching me, hey, this is how you got to do business, blah, blah. We turned the business into top 3 bars in the city.
Wow. Chicago.
Quadrupled business.
Wow.
When you quadruple business by someone not even teaching you, hey, this is how you do it. We did our own thing.
Yep.
So you turn a business that you don't even know business, you don't even know anything about it.
Which is
you just work hard. You
which
just
is
believe.
another experimentation, just like basketball, right?
Never lose in life.
Business and basketball, they're both experimentations. I mean,
Everything.
you want to get to the failures quick so you can.
You can
that's
get to. Come
experimenting.
on. You want to keep trying. I want to keep trying. I
So when
wanna
you were
keep trying
building
now.
that business and
Yeah.
you were learning and applying those same principles,
Yeah.
you were basically just finding what worked for you guys and your
For us.
situation in the bar.
Nobody was telling us. Nobody was
Exactly.
saying, hey, this is what works. This is how you got to do. We were trial and
But
error.
when you saw what didn't, you're like, all right,
Done. Let's find out what
Exactly.
works. This didn't work. Next thing.
Exactly.
This didn't work. This worked. This worked.
Exactly.
Now
Do
you
more
had
of it.
one good thing, another good thing, another good thing. We had the
Build
place
on
where it
the
was
momentum.
30, 45-minute wait to get in.
yep,
You couldn't even get in there. That's what we built.
yep,
And what I tell people is, I fast forward 5 years later, me and her broke up. I told you, I haven't talked to
Yeah.
my dad in 7 months. Stuff happens. Me and my
Right.
brother aren't as tight as we once were. I sacrificed to help them,
right,
and then look what happened. I'm not saying that I lost. I'm not saying that, oh man, all you do is learn in life.
Right.
I did the right thing.
right.
I said, I want to sacrifice. I want to help my brother. I want to help my dad. I want to help them do well.
Yep.
I made sure that they were good. I paid all the bills. I made sure they had money in their pocket. I did that. I
You,
can say
and you
that I
proved
did that.
yourself that you could do it.
I proved myself. You know what's crazy? And I tell this people, a lot of people don't. I've never really told people this, and this is real. My dad, and this isn't anything bad, he never knew what I really accomplished in basketball. I had thousands of people, oh man, you were like, I can't believe you did this and this. And he never told me like, man, I'm proud of you. You earned a $40,000 scholarship
Wow.
every single year. They never paid for my high school. I went to a public high school. That was the only sibling out of 5 kids that did that. I never had him say, man, I'm proud of you, until I did business for him.
Wow.
because he couldn't relate
It was
to it.
what he wanted you to do.
And maybe not even that,
Right.
but he couldn't relate to basketball because he
Right.
didn't know it.
Right.
He could relate to the business, and he said, "I've never seen no one ever."
He never could understand your work ethic. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's a game.
But
to
he
him.
saw my work ethic and work. He
Yeah.
saw, you quadrupled business. You did this. No one's ever done this to me. No one's ever brought me this much money.
Yeah.
You did that by what? Working hard. So he can. It wasn't a bad.
I mean,
thing.
if you find a hardworking athlete, chances are you put them in business. They're gonna work hard. Like, you know.
That's why, and this is a little off subject. Every, and this isn't to show people, but I'm telling you, every single gym that I've ever played at, whether it was practice, whether it was a game, when I left that gym, that's the hardest working dude. I go
Yeah.
into Chicago now. There's people, hundreds of people that I see. Man, will you talk to my son really quick? I remember
Yeah.
how hard you used to work.
Yep.
Every gym I went to,
Yep.
I left an impact. I left it better than I found it every single day. Because guess what I did? I wasn't just working hard to improve myself. I was pushing the people that were with me. Damn, that dude's working
Leading
hard.
by example.
He's dead tired. He's still pushing. We just had practice for 2 hours. I'm there for 2 hours after.
Yeah.
I want to be great. You got to put the time in. There's no.
Yeah.
Man, people. Man, AJ's doing that. Hey, can I get in the gym early?
Yeah.
You're setting that bar high. When people see when winners see other winners,
Yep.
you're setting that bar high. When I see you winning, man, Cody, how did you get? Man, will you help me get? I want to be around you. I want to see. I want you to push me.
Right.
You want to be around people that are going to push you. You want to be around people that have those similar goals, that have those similar dreams, so you know that it's beneficial. It's not me just
Right,
keep
right.
giving me stuff. Go, hey, just keep giving
The
me.
ride along.
It's not a ride along. I want all I do now, all my relationships, unless we can benefit from each other, I don't want them.
Yeah.
I don't want them. I'm at a point in my life where I used to just, oh man, hey everybody, how are you, man? You good?
Yeah.
Bad energy, don't worry about it. I was nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't have good energy, now
Right.
if it's something that we can't do together to push each other to win, I don't want it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm getting at that point where I
Cordial,
only want
but
good
it's-
things. Right.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, good seeing you,
Yeah.
but I'm on a different
think
level.
that point, looking back as a young kid, I just became friends with whoever was around.
Oh, cool. A lot of people do.
And I think at 30 years old, that's the biggest lesson of my life.
I love
That
that.
your life is directly impacted by the people
People
you're
you're
around
around.
most.
Come on.
100%. And at a young age, if you get in the habit of being selective, keeping your standards high, you're bound for success
life.
because you're going to be around good people. When you're around good people, good things happen.
And think about your brother, 8th grade, right?
Right,
He has you as a brother.
right.
He has, nice family.
Yep.
But you brought in somebody that's there to just teach him.
Yep.
Teach him not just basketball, but life lessons.
Right,
You're teaching him life lessons. You're showing him how to be a winner. You're not saying, oh, let's do a bunch of basketball drills. You're going to get a good sweat in and we're going to go.
Exactly.
You're saying, hey, I'm going to show you how to win.
yeah,
I'm going to show you how to win. You're a winner.
yeah.
You've done business. You've done a lot of business. You've made a lot of money. You know what it takes. It's not about the money. You're showing them
Right.
happiness.
Right.
You're showing them how to work hard. You're showing
Yeah.
them how to set goals. You're showing them how to be a winner.
Yep.
You show him that at a young age, guess what? That's the ultimate. He's gonna have the ultimate success. And guess what? Man, I remember my brother, I remember AJ, those guys taught me. Guess what I'm gonna do? Now I'm gonna help the next generation. Now I'm gonna
Exactly.
help these younger kids.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It's a
100%.
pyramid effect. I wanna help him. Now he helps him. Now this person. Come on, man.
Yep.
Just keep helping
100%.
people. Keep helping, keep encouraging people, keep being positive.
So you did the bar.
Yeah.
Now, come back around.
And guess what? Now I'm doing what I love.
Back to what you love.
I stopped doing
What
what
was
I
that?
love.
What was that point in your head when you were like, "I'm making the decision"?
Yeah.
Because usually we stay on the fence for a while, right? How long were you on the fence where you were still doing the bar, but you were thinking about basketball?
It wasn't long. I had to make that pick. I had to
Right.
make that decision, and it goes to life decisions. It goes to lifestyle. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I was a drunk and this and that." It's a bar
Right,
business.
right,
You're in the
right.
bar business. You gotta
I
the
get
way
that.
the way you make money is by people drinking.
Right.
You know, so if you're drinking 2-3 nights, you're eating
want you to
bad.
join.
I'm trying to go to the gym and work people out, but I don't have that energy. It's
Right.
It's not me. I want to make a lifestyle change.
Right.
I wanted to think more clear. I wanted to have a better. I wanted to impact more people. I couldn't impact more people like that. People love,
Right.
oh, hey, AJ, yeah, cool, let's have fun time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That wasn't what I loved.
Right.
I had to make that instant decision, and it was quick because I knew what I loved. It goes back to, I said I wanted to inspire people. I want to motivate people. But now, I want to do that and show them a lifestyle change. If you're overweight, if you're going through tough stuff, go change it. I just
Yeah.
lost 25 pounds. What's the excuse?
Yeah.
Why can't you? Go
Yeah.
do it. I just had the worst 6 months of my life. Nobody would ever know.
Yep.
I tell people all the time, you would never know because my goals, my thing isn't about me anymore.
Yep.
It's not about how I feel.
Which is a sure way to rise above.
You have to.
It's really the only way to spring out of bed instead of
when
crawl,
you realize that we're like this in the scheme of things,
Yeah.
you realize there's 7 billion, 8 billion
Yeah.
people in the world. You're very small in the scheme of things.
Yeah.
You're not anything.
Definitely.
Go put out good things, man. I'm not saying that like, oh, don't say you don't believe in yourself. No.
Right.
I'm just saying realize, be confident, but realize there's bigger things out there, man. When you realize that there's so much more to give, there's so many bigger things, there's so many more impacts that you can have every single day, that's when you start living. When I started really seeing success was when I lost my ego. I tell people all the time, when I realized that I wasn't shit.
I like that.
I realized that.
Yep.
You know, I thought people were going to come to me, man, I'm a basketball player. I worked hard.
Yep.
Now everybody comes to me. You think people are going to come knock on your door? Hey, AJ, come. No, they don't. You got to go out there.
Right.
That's why I used to have, not used to, now I have 3 or 4 meetings a day. I want to go meet with you. I want to see if we can impact each other.
Right.
I want to see if we can help each other.
Right.
I realize I'm not anything. I'm going to work at it every single day.
Yep.
I want to become a better person every single day. I want to learn from as many different people as I can. I want to learn how you failed. I want to learn how you succeeded. I want to learn how you went through stuff. How did you deal with that hard problem?
Right.
Then I want to see if we can help each other.
Yep.
It might not be right now, but guess what?
Right.
5 years from now. Think about it. What did I meet you? 10 years later or 10 years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago. We just
think
came back
about
around.
8.
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. I'd say 2000. I graduated. Yeah, I'd say 2009.
Yeah.
8-9 years ago. Came back around full circle.
It's crazy.
Okay, and it's not like we ever had a problem before. We just respect each other.
Yeah, well, we just met one time.
We met one time, respect.
Come
There's a
back
cool
around.
thing. Guess what? Now I see what you're doing. You
Yep.
see what I'm doing. You connect with people
Yep.
that you want to be around
100%.
that are going to push you. I see the
100%.
motivation you do. You see what I'm doing. And it's like, I met you for the second time here, right?
Yeah,
I feel like we're
exactly.
brothers now.
Yeah, no.
Because you're with the people that have the same similarities.
same
that you-
wavelength.
It's the same wavelength. It's the
Yep.
same energy. If I talk to somebody that was negative, they'd be like this. What is this dude on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
they don't
it's
understand
intimidating.
it. It's intimidating.
It's intimidating. And we all live out of fear.
Oh, I love
You know,
that.
and it's just like these things right here, you know, it's fearful to get a camera out and record and, you know, put out content.
I'm
You know
afraid
I
what
mean?
they're gonna think though. They might something I said, they're not gonna agree. You're not gonna please everybody.
Nah.
Go
that's-
please yourself.
Exactly.
If this is what you like doing it, like I tell people
There's
all the
no
time.
such thing as perfection.
Oh.
80% is just showing up.
Show up.
Just showing
I
up.
tell people.
Show up.
Would
Be
you ever
present.
think before I even started this Instagram? I told people I'm never gonna speak in front of a camera.
Yeah.
I would never. I would do it. I'd do it 100 times. I'd be like, I can't do it. It's
Yeah.
just, what are people gonna say? I look like an idiot,
Yep.
right? Then I stepped out of my comfort zone. I started
Yep.
doing it. Man, AJ, I just want to let you know your videos push me 3 a day.
People start
Then I'd get
reaching
10
out.
people. Then I'd get 20 people. I
Yep.
got people all over.
People that you would never expect either will go out
Oh.
of their way to be like, hey,
go out of their way.
the people that I thought would judge me a lot more
Those are the ones that come
out of their way and was like, hey man, I like what you're doing, you know, please
Huge.
keep doing it, you know
This
what I
is-
mean?
and I'm not
And to
even
be honest,
talking-
in the beginning you're like slow to start.
I
you know
don't know what
I'm
am I
saying? So
doing.
it's like,
Am I doing
who
it
you
right?
even talking to? You
I
know,
know.
you feel like you're talking to a stadium with one person.
It's
but-
just doing it. It's just
Just
doing
doing
it.
it.
You don't know what it's going to
Yeah.
lead to as long as you keep going.
Yep.
Right? Now now I'm going to speak to schools. Now I got kids
Yep.
in India that are looking up to me.
Yep.
Kids all over the country.
Yep.
Because I started something that I wanted to do. I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Yep.
I just did it. I could have sat there and psyched myself out and say, I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. Stop putting stuff aside.
Yep.
The time's now. When you go through things, it's not like you might as well start and keep going because time's not going to stop.
Right.
Cody, you know what? I know you're going through a tough time. I know you want to build something. I'm going to slow the time up.
Right.
I'm gonna let you
I got
catch
you.
up, whether you're going through the worst time or
Right.
the best time of your life. It keeps going, keeps going. Time's not stopping. That clock's gonna keep going, keep going. That's why I say you might as well live a life that you want to live. You might as well
Yeah.
get out. Like I was telling you, brother, you're here. You showed up.
Yep.
Now you might as well just
That's
put the work in.
80%.
That's 80%. That
Yep.
was the hard part. Was
Yep.
waking up at 4 a.m., getting out of bed, getting ready, coming here. That's the
Yeah,
hard
for
part.
real.
You show up. That's 80%.
Getting to the gym, even just to exercise, like
Come on.
you're thinking, I'm glad I came.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
I've never once had a time where I was leaving the gym and felt regret.
Ever.
You know what I mean? Or anything like that was positive that you told yourself you were going to do. And that's how confidence is gained, right?
Yep,
By
yep.
doing what you say you're going to do. Until there's a
and doing
level,
it.
until there's a level of you really don't even got to talk about it anymore.
You just be
People
about it.
know they, associate that
They know
with,
that you're gonna-
with your personality, your credibility. Is
That's
like, he's
Cody.
gonna
He's
do
gonna.
it.
I know.
He's
I've
gonna
known him
do
for a
it.
while. that's going to be done. He says he's going to come out with this company.
And
He
that's where
says
the
he's going to do
magic
it.
happens.
That's what happens.
And and relationships and people alike is when you can get linked up with someone, you guys talk about it, and you don't got to worry about them doing their part. That's a good partnership.
Exactly.
That's when you start making, gaining momentum and letting, happening to life instead of letting life happen to you. Constantly being
Love
a
that.
reaction.
Reaction. And I'm trying to, this is the thing, we say we want to, I'm not just trying to surround myself with good people in Chicago, right? I'm trying to do it worldwide.
Yep.
Think about, oh, hey, come to, I didn't know,
Well, we're not trying.
We're doing
You're doing
We're doing it. We're going to go, I
You're doing
love
it.
that. Keep
You're
getting that in my
already
head.
in India. You're
We're
doing
doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
We're already going. We came out to Florida, we did it.
Yep.
We're already doing it. You just
Yep.
said, we're
It's
already
already
making that
worldwide.
stuff. I
This
love
is going worldwide.
existence.
100%.
Speak into existence.
Yeah.
That's man. I love that.
So what's
I love
next,
it.
brother? What's next for Rompza?
Everything. I mean that.
Everything basketball.
Everything basketball, training, motivation.
Motivational, speaking.
I got the book coming out. Like,
Yup.
I'm not even saying, I hate when people are, oh, 2019 is my year.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, every single day,
Expect a lot.
I'm going.
Yup.
And I'm starting, you guys got to remember, I told you in the car, I've only been doing business for 4 years.
Yep.
So to start a business in 4 years and turn it into one of the top bars in a city where it's a lot of, you got
Yeah,
all
you're talking
competition.
Chicago.
We're talking about Chicago.
Huge.
There's nothing that I can't do. And I'm not,
Right.
people are like, don't be cocky. No. I'm telling you, there's nothing I can't do. I realized anything I want to do in business, I can do.
Yep.
Because I've applied everything that I learned in basketball to business.
Yep.
I want to be around successful people. I want to learn from people. I know that I can only worry about the stuff I can control, my leadership, working hard, showing up every day, treating people right?
Attitude. Yep.
When I have something's thrown at me, man, I got a boot on my car. I got a ticket. I broke up with my girlfriend. That stuff I can't control.
Yep.
I'm only going to worry about what I can control. That's how you really win. Think about it. Every day somebody's like, man, this happened to me last week. What, can you control it?
And
No,
it all
it just
goes
happened.
back to it's bigger than you.
It's bigger than you.
And I like what you say out there. It's like nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Find a way.
No, but find a way.
I like
oh,
that.
man, it's like me and you.
Yeah.
Me and you were talking, man. This happened.
As you're saying that in my head, I'm not thinking basketball, and I'm like, man, that's
Nobody
true.
cares.
Nobody gives a shit.
You lost money
know,
on a business, right?
Nobody gives a
cares.
shit.
I don't
And then
don't
what
care.
you got to do, you got
care.
to find a way.
Find a way.
Yeah.
They don't ask how you got it. They just want to know if you got it.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to buy the house? Yeah. Do you have the money to put up? No.
Find a way.
Sorry, you can't do it. Right?
Exactly.
It's not. He might
It's
have.
crazy
You're
what
either
happens-
getting it or you don't got it.
It's crazy what happens when you do set out to find a way. How things just, if you're positive when you do it. Now, if you're
They're gonna
negative,
throw
it's
at you
really
like this.
hard.
It comes at you times 10. People don't get that.
Exactly.
People don't get that. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking what I am learning from. I'm
Yeah,
learning every
from
single day. What I
experience.
am doing, I'm trying to tell you guys, this is what's working for me. I'm putting out positive stuff, and this stuff is coming back to me times 100.
100%.
And the fact is what? You know why? Because I'm not doing it for it to come back to
No
me. I'm not even.
expectations.
Don't expect
Giving
it.
with no expectations.
Stop expecting stuff from people. That's how you get
Right.
hurt. Man, I
Right.
did 10 things. I did 10 nice things for this guy. He's got to do something nice for me. He
Right.
didn't do it. Then I'm hurt. Don't attach
Right.
your dreams or your goals to a person or an object. They'll always let you down.
Yep.
You do it to something you love. You do it to something you're passionate about.
Yep.
Then you go get it.
Yep.
That's how you're always going to win. You keep saying goals. I got a goal. I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Not a person. You don't, because people are going to let you down. People are going to
Yep.
hurt you.
Always.
Always. Some of the closest people to you.
Yep.
But guess what? Nobody cares. Everybody's getting hurt around the world. Everybody's losing jobs. Everybody's losing money. Everybody's doing this.
You got to find
Keep
a way.
going. Find a way.
Don't put your happiness in people.
Don't put your happiness in
Put it in
people. And I hate to
yourself.
say that. I love people.
But put it in yourself first, right?
Put it in yourself and
Because
then
you got
go
to be
put
happy.
it out there. If you're not, I can't go and inspire 1,000 kids or inspire
No.
1,000
If
people
you're
if I'm not
unhappy,
happy.
It's transcended right
And that's
away.
why I had to, that you say, hey, how quick did it transition from the bar to that? It was quick because I knew that I wasn't doing what I love. I knew
Yep.
that I wasn't giving my full, my 100% to help people.
Yep.
I was doing it kind of because I could kind of do it, but I totally wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I wasn't happy with my everyday living. Now I'm in the gym every single day. I wake up, go to the
Yep.
gym every single day. Why? Because I need a clear mind.
Yep.
If you're not thinking clear, you're not living clear, right? You're making some bad decisions, this and that. You don't be
Yep.
clear every day. Every day I'm decisive now. I wake up, I go to the gym. Now I know how to think better. Now I know, okay, I'm not tired, I'm not fatigued. I'm thinking smarter. I'm thinking
Yep.
I'm thinking bigger than I thought before. Before I put a limit. Damn, that's tough. I probably won't be able to do that. Now,
Yeah.
that's tough. I'm gonna find a
Right.
way though to get it because I know
Yeah.
I could get it.
Yep.
Go get it. Go find a way.
I I use this analogy because I like this guy a lot, but I kind of have this vision of you being like the Tony Robbins of basketball. Like, for real though,
That's
you know what I
big
mean? And like, if the other team has you in their locker room before, that team's gonna win the championship. You know what I'm saying? But for real though, because Tony Robbins, going back to that, he was in the Warriors locker room last championship game, and then he went to the Red Wings locker room the night after. He's friends with both the owners, and both of those teams won both those championships, hockey and in basketball, back-to-back nights. So it's my vision for you, bro. Worldwide, for real.
This is an everyday thing.
We're not, preaching at anybody or talking at anybody. It's just a conversation. We're just talking amongst, and not enough people are having these type of conversations.
You got to have this conversation. We need it. People need it. People are
Exactly.
going through stuff. Oh, wow. These people are human like me. You guys show all the
Without
good
these conversations, I wouldn't have got to know you on that deeper level.
You would have been like, cool, he's a trainer. Now you're like, damn, I feel what he went through. Now I see why he does what he does. Now I see that. Now I see why he is what he is.
And that's where more opportunities created.
Bro, that's why I said we don't even know how many times we're going to be able to connect us with other people to help other.
100%.
That's what it's about, bro. You brought me here, that helped me, that pushed me in so many ways when I needed it the most. When I was like, man, I'm doing well, cool. I'm kind of on that fence of go get it, like really go push and get it.
Right.
And like you said, it's an everyday thing. I don't just wake up like, man, every single day I'm just happy.
Right.
I got more stuff that happens to me on a daily basis, but it's how I choose to react to it.
Right.
It's what I do to that it's not what happens to me that defines me, it's how I react to it. You're not going to put me in a bad mood. Right. I just had the worst things ever happen to me, the closest people that I thought to me that aren't really there anymore.
Right.
You can't control that. Life keeps going.
Yep.
You got to keep going every single day, brother. And like I said, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the belief. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love, but to take it even to another level and to do a 6-day. Like you said, this might be something where I'm traveling all across the country. I am traveling all across the country because this first time. Yep. You were the one that put me in a position to really win. And so that I want to thank you.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro.
You're the best.
You're going.
We're going.
You're doing it.
We're going to keep pushing each other.
My boys in the island, they say, we go.
We go.
We go.